Liverpool Football Club currently sit 1 point behind Arsenal and behind Manchester City. When you factor into the equation that they were robbed at White Hart Lane, that is a huge, huge achievement for Jurgen Klopp and his new look team. Helping me discuss whether Liverpool are capable of winning the league, whether we should be factoring them into a title charge, is the one and only Adeola Depot. Make sure that you subscribe to his YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Addy, obviously you're a Liverpool fan. You're going to come at this from a particular angle, but you have to even be surprised at quite how well this season has gone.
Yes, of course. Look, when Henderson and Fabinho sold or left or decided to go, there was panic, right? There was a panic. We weren't getting the players that were initially targeted. I mean, you can go all the way back to Jude Bellingham, who I thought was nailed on to join Liverpool. I know, silly in hindsight, but I thought was. And then, okay, we're not getting him. Let's try and get Caicedo. Not going to happen. Let's get Lavia. Not going to happen. So all the first options were almost either out of our reach or declining us. And then we're getting players that we're not quite sure about. Like none of these football hipsters knew who Szoboszlai was. They always said, oh yeah, I knew who he was. I remember him against England for Hungary. No, you didn't. So I wasn't quite sure how he was going to land. I certainly weren't quite sure how Gravenberch was going to land. We knew about McAllister. And then you worry about the leaky defence, right? Is Virgil van Dijk still Virgil van Dijk of old? Probably not. Konate's always injured. Trent in this new hybrid role. No one had a clue. Then all of a sudden, at the start of the season, you watch a few games, you think, okay, this is kind of working. And as you just read out there, we're 1 point behind City. We still don't have that CDM. And I still don't think everyone's firing, so you've got to be confident going into the new year.
Is it not got to the stage now where you've managed to accrue so many points, play so well, and exceed all expectations, that ultimately the midfield conundrum, the issue with the midfield, the lack of personnel in the middle, I wonder how much it matters, because what you do have, and if you focus on the positive, you have the best keeper in the league, one of the best goal scorers in the league, one of, if not the best centre-half in the league, and that alone should be able to... Well, that alone will win an awful lot of points. You've got a wicked goal scorer.
It'll win a lot of points, but it won't win you the league. Because if you do what you just did there for Liverpool, and you do that to other teams, particularly Arsenal, Man City, they have 3 or 4 that you can do that conversation with as well. Maybe not goalkeeper for Arsenal, but they certainly have one of the best centre-backs in the league. Maybe the best centre-back in the league. There's a debate, I guess, with Stones and Ruben Diaz. Declan Rice, for me, is sensational. Saka's really good as well. So they've got other players. You know, the thing is about Liverpool, and I guess from the outside looking in, you look at the results and think, 3-0 Forest, and you beat Everton, and those games, I never feel comfortable watching it. I mean, people just walk through our midfield. They literally just march through it like it's like Moses parting the Red Sea. And we kind of have got away with it, whether or not Alisson's kept us in it, or the other day Trent clears one off the line, or Van Dijk does something heroic. We are desperate for a central defensive midfielder. Desperate, because we're playing McAllister, who we're told is a number 8 or number 10, in a number 6, and he just hasn't got it.
No.
Rory, it's infuriating.
What, is he that bad there?
He's that bad. Once you get past him, forget it. You've gone. I mean, I could run past him with my 42-year-old legs.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you turn him and he can't get back at you. And he's either committing a foul or he's almost praying that Van Dijk or Konate there to save him. So there's an issue there. I do want to see McAllister in his favoured position, but there's an issue where we don't have a central defensive midfielder because he doesn't seem to fancy Endo.
I just wonder how necessary that's going to be there, because the role of a good manager is to manage, right?
Yeah.
To play the cards that he's dealt. And there is no doubt about it. The Jurgen Klopp is an elite level manager.
Good at that.
It's top tier. So maybe he's found a workaround. Maybe he's going to make it work in a way that's different. Like previously, for example,
he's forced to make it work.
Yeah, but previously, you know, when you had the engine room,
Yeah.
what that engine room didn't have was a creative midfielder.
Yeah.
Now, what you would have said if you conform to old school rules of football, you will need a creative midfielder to win the league. But you actually didn't, because you had so much creativity going on up front. Your right back would end up being one of the most creative players that season. And therefore, you could kind of redefine what you needed to win the league. I wonder if what we are witnessing here is something genius. We are witnessing a team win the league for the first time in however long without that obvious Makelele.
I think, and dude, I hope you're right. Fantastic speech. I hope you're right. But I don't think there's enough defensive-minded players in this squad when we do play against Arsenal away, Man City away, Chelsea always give us a good game at home for some reason. I don't think there's enough defensive-minded players in that squad to help. This isn't the Van Dijk of 3 years ago. I love Van Dijk. I'm not silly though. I can see what I can see. Konate's injury-prone. Trent, defensively, question marks. Robertson, is it the Robertson of 3 years ago who just like an engine up and down? As if he's got an injury at the moment. Mane used to come back and help. Salah used to come back and help. And then you had Henderson. I feel like there's not enough defensive-minded people. Everyone seems to be all out attack. And it bothers me.
I feel like, as much as I appreciate it's going to take some doing for Liverpool to win the league, prior to the season starting, I said Liverpool can't win the league.
Yeah.
I said it was impossible to demolish an entire midfield and rebuild a brand new midfield and win the league with a new team. I didn't think it was possible. Whereas now, when I'm watching Liverpool play, I think they are totally capable of winning the league. I think they would currently be top of the league if that Tottenham result didn't go the way that it should have done. And if you're top after 10 games, that's more than a quarter of the way through the season. You deserve to be in contention to win the league.
Yeah, and we played some big teams already. I mean, Newcastle away, Chelsea away, Tottenham away, Villa. We played. Not like we've avoided teams.
And I tell you why. Mohamed Salah is one of the best players to have ever played in the Premier League.
Agreed.
And I think he is better, sharper, fitter, hungrier
looks good
than ever before, because I think he's got this new role. You know, in the past, sometimes you felt like maybe he isn't that happy at Liverpool, not necessarily because he isn't happy there, but because of what's next.
I get you.
The thought of that other move, maybe even the competition with Mane, who's going to be the main man of the team. Whereas now, as the senior pro, the older statesman, part of a bygone era, in fact, he's part of this era, but he's also, I suppose, him and Van Dijk are the only remaining. A few others, but you know what I mean, like that previous team that was one of the best.
There's a lot of changes. You're on. A lot of changes.
I think he's loving this new role. He is at the heart of a front three, but he is a provider. He isn't. It's not that he's not hungry for goals, but he's not greedy for goals.
My worry with Salah, and look, we saw the Saudi Arabians try to come in for him in the summer, and it felt like
not anymore.
You don't think so?
Not now. No, not now. I think
now. I think we're lucky. I think we're fortunate that we've had such a
calmed.
Yeah, and I think we're fortunate that we've had a good start to the season. If it was the start of last season, I think they would have come in from January and they would have tempted him.
Yeah,
because he probably would have felt like this squad is so far away, it can't compete. I think now with the way that Darwin Núñez looks like he's had a good season start, Gravenberch looks good, Szoboszlai looks good. I think he's now refreshed and rejuvenated. That there are younger kids around me that are ready to pull up trees.
Yeah, look, we can't make a judgment on say Van Dijk until when you play Arsenal. Let's see Gabriel Jesus not touch the ball, or when you play Man City, let's see Erling Haaland not touch the ball.
Agreed. Like the way Saliba shut up Haaland. Let's see if Van Dijk can
or the way Wolves did.
Yeah, all the way Wolves did. Let's see what Van Dijk can do against them. But I'm with you. Look, we've got 3 players that give me confidence, but the most important person that gives me confidence is Jurgen Klopp.
Yes.
Like Jurgen Klopp, I feel, can sort out a conundrum, like almost put things in a bowl and somehow come out with a Michelin-star meal. He's got that about him. And, it's landed for Szoboszlai, it's landed for Gravenberch. McAllister's still a bit of a problem for me. We wait to see what happens with Luis Diaz. Is he going to be out long-term because of obviously the situation with his mother and father? So, yeah, look, we've got goals. The midfield is okay. It's not an engine room like it was. I prefer the engine room, if I'm honest with you.
But when you go, it's risky with McAllister as a 6. It doesn't work with him.
It's too risky.
But can you not look at the positive on it as well?
I can't.
Can you
I'm
not
trying to.
Can you not go? I don't know, Salah and whoever's leading the line, the Núñez. They're gonna, as much as they could probably benefit from the engine room. It must be fantastic to have McAllister and Szoboszlai with the precision passing and all that.
Yeah, but
the tackles aren't there.
And that's why the engine room was so good. When it was Mane, Firmino and Salah, it was like, you three play, do whatever you want, you three geniuses, because we've got this. No one's getting past this. Now, though, you could almost say there are 3, kind of geniuses-esque up front. Now, though, I look at that midfield and I'm like, oh, man, it scares me. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, are they strong? And I don't know. I'm just not as confident as some.
I'm slightly surprised.
No, I'm not as confident.
Because when the season started, prior to the season starting, I suppose, like when we were talking in August, you didn't like that I'd omitted Liverpool from any contention for winning the league.
True.
I basically said Liverpool won't win the league. It's between 2.
You know what it is? It's
now I'm kind of going, yeah, you are contenders, and you're sort of going, I don't think we are.
It's the hope that kills you.
So you just
I hope that
putting a lid
kills
on
you.
it.
Yeah, it's hope that kills you. Obviously, it's not like Spurs because we actually win stuff. But it's for Spurs fans as well. I can imagine they're having this conversation. Like, no, we're not getting to, like, we're still missing one or two things. And ultimately, I think I had an argument with you the other day about who's got the better squad, Arsenal or Liverpool. And I said Liverpool. And sometimes I kind of look at the Arsenal squad and think they're a bit more complete than what we are right now. Everything just seems to be ticking for them. And Man City will get the 90 plus points. Will Liverpool, can I see this Liverpool side winning 9 or 10 on the bounce, which I think you actually have to do? Not sure. We need a CDM. Give me a CDM.
Endo?
No. Look, this is
Thiago Alcantara, could he do it?
Behave. This is the thing. The two rivals, look at their CDMs. For as good as by the way, both of those rivals have as much attacking talent as what we've got. Like Arsenal chuck a lot at it. Maybe not the same quality, but they've got 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Man City just have now Doku signed. So in terms of attacking talent, we're kind of equal. Maybe Liverpool edge it. Look at the CDMs for both of those though. Declan Rice and Rodri.
Look at the manager. If you're going to put Arsenal in this above you,
your
manager is 10 times the manager of their manager.
Agreed.
Like they got Declan Rice. You don't, but I would rather have.
You'd rather have Klopp and Endo rather than Declan Rice and Arteta.
Because also, I think what we need to do, and I'm really bad for this, but we need to kind of be a bit more expansive in our thought. We're going, you can't win the league without. Doesn't matter who it is. Matic, Kante, Makaleli, right? Like, you can't win the league without that person. Klopp could find a way. If there is a way of doing it with a Szoboszlai McAllister pivot, Klopp will find it.
Klopp needs, and they've already landed, those forwards to land.
But they have.
And Jota's landed, Gakpo. All of them
the goals in the team's never up for debate.
It's ridiculous, isn't
it?
It's ridiculous. Again, though, it scares me.
So can Liverpool win the league?
The reason I will say yes...
Okay.
Because I've got to, Liverpool fan. The reason I'll say yes is because I don't think it's going to take you 96, 97 points to do it.
No.
Yeah. Have you got the thing in front of you? How many points did City win the league with last season? I don't know.
8. I don't know off the top of my head.
Was it in 80? Was it in the 8?
Yeah.
Was it in the 8?
They didn't hit the... They won the treble, but they didn't hit the 90. No.
Then if it's that, we've got a chance. They can't win 4 in a row, can they?
I think that to win the league this year...
88.
Less.
Okay.
I'd say if you're hitting above 80, 85 or above, you'd consider yourself really unlucky not to win it.
I think there will be 4 in and around that figure coming into the season.
There will be 3. Tottenham aren't hitting 85. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking Tottenham will get close to 80.
Yeah,
close to 80.
But when you get to that point of the season, there's a huge difference between 85 and 80.
There's also a huge difference in not having to play European football.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between playing for a club that haven't won the league since 1961 as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Listen.
But there we have it. Addy, I've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Can you let us know in the comments below, do you think Liverpool can win the league? And as always, a huge thank you to my dear friend Addy Oladipo. Make sure that you click the link in the description below and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Fantastic content is waiting for you over there. In a bit.